Hey guys, Brian with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana. I hope you're enjoying your weekend. Usually you're going to see these mail day videos on a weekend morning, Saturday and Sunday, because I got a lot of cards coming through. This is actually a monster mail day. So I know we call these 10-minute mail days. I'm going to do my absolute best to get through here, but I picked up a bunch of little babies that I didn't have in PWCC Weekly Auction number 61. A couple of the cards are meaningful, bigger cards, and so we'll talk through those, but the PSA 8's we're going to whip through. You're going to see a lot of cards in a very short amount of time. I don't want to waste any more time. Let's get going. If you like these mail days, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and hit the bell icon for notifications of when new mail days arrive. As always, I've got a shared link from my PWCC vault pulled up. I think we've got almost 30 cards. Yes, 30 cards. So stay with me here. They're not all Jordan, but the vast majority are Jordan. So again, like I said, I'm not going to talk a ton about these little babies, but you know I'm collecting PSA 8 Jordans, and that goes all the way down to the base cards. That goes all the way down to the lower tier products, like this Upper Deck number UDX PSA 8 Michael Jordan retires card right here. Pick this PSA 8 up for a few bucks. Again, a lot of these cards are going to be between 8. Yes, 8. I picked up a card for $8 in a PSA 8 slab, between 8 and 20 bucks. Most of these cards, not this one. This is the 1997 Thrill Seekers. This card in a PSA 8 slab's the real deal. It's a big card. It's a good looking PSA 8 in my opinion. I've always loved this card. There is a 97 Thrill Seekers, and then there is a 1996 Thrill Seekers. I've got pulled up what I have. I've got it done. I've got it covered. My Thrill Seekers are finished, and let me show you what I'm talking about. There's my 97 high-end BGS 9.5 Min Gem. Here is my 1996 Thrill Seekers high-end mixed gem. Here is my 1996 Thrill Seekers PSA 8. Here is my 1997 Thrill Seekers PSA 8 that you just saw me pick up in this mail day. As for the card and what I paid, let me check my notes, $970, and I bought this from the great Coleman Cards, one of the best dealers in and around the United States of America. Coleman is fantastic, easy to deal with. He doesn't give cards away, so you're going to pay what they're worth. The last sale of this PSA 8, which is only a pop 38, by the way. Let's check this out. This card's been graded 140 times by PSA, 177 by Beckett. It's only been graded 317 times ever. 34 PSA 10s exist. I picked up a PSA 8, which is a pop 38 for $970. The last PSA 8 that sold was back in January for $985. If that's the only card, if we go back 2 years, the card has sold 4 times in 2 years at a high of $1,525. I was extremely happy to pick this card up for $970 from the great Coleman Cards on Instagram. He posted a lot that he picked up, I think maybe at the Dallas show. I immediately messaged him and said, I want that Thrill Seekers PSA 8 because I know he's a vetted, fantastic dealer, and I knew I was going to get exactly what I wanted. Top right corner is probably what led to the PSA 8 grade. Keep it moving. Next on our list is no joke, okay? So this is the foundational piece of my Damian Lillard collection. It's the biggest, it's the baddest, it's the baddest. It's the best Damian Lillard card I have, and I personally think it is the best Damian Lillard NT true RPA in existence. Somebody show me a better patch. Maybe it's out there. Maybe it just depends on your opinion regarding patches. It is a 1, 2, 3, 4 color patch, but it is I think it's 12 breaks. Count them with me. 1, 2, 3, left to right, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different breaks, 12 strips of varying colors. It's a BGS 10. Believe it or not, it's a pop 7, which is pretty rare for an NTRPA to get a BGS 10, but there are 7 of these out there. I think this is the best one in the world. I was super happy to pay what I paid for it. I bought this card for $8,500 off an Instagram seller who reached out to me because someone from my channel told him that I collect Damian Lillard. And just like that, being part of Instagram, being part of the YouTube community, being out there and commenting and staying in touch and communicating and going to shows and talking with people and being part of Instagram chats, a deal came my way for a card that I would not have found otherwise. And so super thrilled to pick this card up for $8,500. I'm going to do a top 10 Damian Lillard cards in my collection coming up soon. I've been doing Jordan, but I'm going to take a detour and do a nice little slideshow with my top 10 Damian Lillard cards as I kind of take a step back and kind of gauge where I'm at on my Lillard collection. I know there's one big one. You guys know what it is. It's the Prism Gold. I don't have it. I need it. I've got to have it. I'm just not in a place to grab that right now because I'm so Jordan focused, but I did take a detour to grab this one. So this is a card that other than a Jordan card, this is the most excited I've been to pick up a card in a very long time. Damian Lillard is as good as it gets on and off the court, which is part of the reason why I collect him. If you haven't seen Old Man in the Three, the JJ Redick podcast, go check out Damian Lillard for the second time on that JJ Redick podcast. He is everything that the NBA should and needs to be about. He speaks the truth, and he seems like a really good dude on and off the court. Next is another card that's no joke. This is the 1993 Hoops Supreme Court. Not a rare card, but pretty damn rare in PSA 10. I picked it up for $186 off of eBay. I don't know why it's not. Oh, that must be it. It must not include shipping. So I think this is me right here. In fact, I'm almost certain. So that's me, $182.50 with shipping. I think the shipping was $350 maybe or something like that. So I was out the door at $186. I thought that was great considering the last two were $250 and $195 and $216 and $355 and $235 and $290 and $299. I feel really good. You got to go all the way back almost a full year ago for the last one that sold for $186. So thrilled about my pickup price and my price point on this card as well. Again, Cajun Eternity. This is the PSA 10 that I don't have, and I don't intend to sell the card. So I wasn't happy about the price point because I could flip it and make 50 or 60 bucks. I was happy because I paid a good price to put the card into my collection. The Hobbies Picks. Despite retiring before the start of the season, he's been elected as an honorary member of the 1993 Hoops Supreme Court for his contribution to NBA basketball. Pretty cool card. I like the card. I think it's neat. It's got the wood on the one side, and it's got the background on the other, split right down the middle, and it says Supreme Court 93-94. Love that card. Really, really like that card. Next, we're going to start whipping quick here. One more big one. Picked up the 92 Stadium Club members only PSA 10 to go with my base version PSA 10. As you can see, the members only stamp is this gold stamp up here in the top left. I can't remember what this card is. It is a Pop 164. There's not that many of them that have been graded, about 700 total between PSA and Beckett. Most of them graded with PSA. It's got a pretty good gem rate, to be honest with you, but those were days past. I don't think it's going to have a 28% gem rate if you're subbing right now. Lots of PSA 8's out there. This PSA 10 I did not have. Was happy to add it to my collection to pair it next to my PSA 10, and I overpaid by a lot. I think I put a mega bid in on this and ended up paying almost double what it's worth. This is one of those rare occasions where I got burned by the mega bid. Like, I way freaking overpaid for this card. I'll let you figure out which one of these. My price point is not even on here, but you guys can figure it out. It's more than 563. We'll leave it at that. So I definitely jumped the comps. So you're welcome to whoever else owns this card. If my comp holds, then you're welcome. I raised the value of your card. But next, PSA 10, 92 tops. I had the gold, didn't have the base, needed it, picked it up. So I'm happy to have that one. 1996 Upper Deck. I thought this card was cool because it's got Jordan, Pippen, and Rodman on the front, the big three. But then on the back, it's also got Ron Harper and Tony Kukoc. So really the Bulls starting five, or five of the Bulls' best players right there on this card. Again, it's got Jordan on it. That's the year they were drafted. 84, third round pick. 87, they acquired Pippen via a trade. Rodman they acquired in 95 via a trade with San Antonio. It's crazy to think Jordan had 3 years without Pippen. And then on the back, they got Kukoc. They drafted him because, of course, Jerry Reinsdorf was, super thrilled about, having Kukoc, and Kukoc was his baby, and that pissed off Pippen and Jordan. And then Ron Harper was signed as a free agent in 94 when he was well past his prime, but he was still a vital cog in that Bulls dynasty. Next is the perforated. I've got actually over here on my desk, it's just a humongous slab. These came in three pieces, right? Like the 1980 tops, only they're huge. So these are the 1991 Hoops Team Night sheets. And so there's a couple of different sheets, but this is the Jordan piece. The one I've got over here is like Jordan Kukoc and Stacey King or somebody else. I can't remember who it is. But this is just the Jordan one perforated, but it came out of PSA 10, which makes the card relatively, you got to pay for it. I think pushing a little over $100, something like that for this card, if I recall. But it looks like all the other hoop stuff, but it was cool because it came in a sheet and had to be perforated. So somebody did a good job tearing that one. Here's one that my son drew. No, I'm just kidding. This is a 1992 Diamond Michael Jordan sports memorabilia hand cut. I don't even know what the hell I'm looking at. I just know I didn't have it. It didn't cost too much, and so I picked it up. If somebody knows more about Diamond sports memorabilia, let me know. It's actually got Bulls uniform on there and Bulls logo, so I guess it's somehow endorsed and licensed, but I don't know. Somebody tell me. I bought a card and I don't know a damn thing about it. It was PSA 8, wasn't that expensive, so I grabbed it. And then another one, the 1994 Sports Card Digest. This card is actually really expensive. It's a Pop 1, none higher. So I don't know how I picked it up for the price that I paid. I thought I got this card really cheap. I was expecting to go a lot harder at this card. Again, it's a pocket price guide, hand cut, and it's a PSA 8, but it's Pop 1, none higher. I figured some of those guys that are chasing cards like this on that Jordan Master list, the Master Registry on the PSA set registry, would really chase after this card, but I got it for what I thought was a very reasonable price, and anytime you get a Jordan that's a Pop 1, none higher, that's pretty rare. So not too bad on the pocketbook for that one. And now we're going to go quick. The 1994 Collector's Choice Gold Signature PSA 8. Pick that one up. There's a couple different parallels of that. That's the gold signature. The 1990 Panini sticker number K. Picked up in PSA 8 for pennies. Again, the 1991 Hoops PSA 8. Didn't have it. Needed it. Pennies. These are 8 to 12 to 15 to $20 cards. 91 Hoops number 455. Needed it. And what's cool is this is also Supreme Court, right? So this says Supreme Court 91, 92. We just looked at the bigger Supreme Court 93, 94, I think it was, or something like that. That's card number 455, PSA 8. Here's a card of a young Anthony Davis reading a book for some reason. On the back, Jordan's reading a magazine, probably reading about himself. Jordan's trying to convince kids that they need to read so you can read your stats and make sure you get your numbers. 91 Hoops number 543, PSA 8. Like I said, part of having a PSA 8 collection is you got to dig in and pick up the babies. The Jordan checklist, hand-drawn, hand-sketched from a really awesome 1991 Upper Deck set. Here's a look at all the Bulls players. B.J. Armstrong, Cartwright, Horace Grant, Hodges, Hobson, Jordan, Stacey King, Cliff Levingston, Paxson, Will Perdue, and Pippen and Scott Williams. You guys forget, before he picked up Rodman and Kukoc and Horace Grant, that team was kind of lean, not exactly loaded with stars. Here's the 92 base PSA 8. So I think I'm done, and I should have copied that, but I didn't. I think I have all of the 1992 Stadium Club number 1 done. I think I have the base 8 and 10 and the members only 8 and 10. I think I'm done with that quadrant, so I can put that one to bed. 1993 Topps Gold PSA 8. As you can see, with the gold stamp right there and the gold writing down below. Needed that one, so picked it up. 1993 Ultra Base number 30 with Barkley doing his best and Scott Williams in the background. That's card number 30, PSA 8, little card there. This is a cool card, right? I think that's Dickie Simpkins is his name. Kukoc here, Judd Bushler, Rodman obviously walking away there. What's it say on the back? I've never noticed this. Not if 70, but when. That's pretty cool. Nice little pun, nice play on words. I like it. So pick that PSA 8 up. I think I already have the 10 Golden Moments, the 96 Moments Best PSA 8. Needed it. Grabbed it. Not a refractor, just a base card there. Not an expensive card. This jam session, these are like bookmarks, right? These were really hard to grade, so PSA 8 is what I needed. I've missed out on the past couple in PWCC Auction, so I was happy to get this one, PSA 8. I think maybe $30 for that, something like that. The 1996 Topps NBA Stars, card number 74, PSA 8. Not a refractor. There is a refractor version of this card, but that's just the base. Collector's Choice PSA 8, as cheap as it gets. You got Will Perdue with the face shield. And that's definitely the Flying Dutchman from Marist University. Rick Smits in the background over there on the left. We got a Jordan 1998 Upper Deck checklist card, but it features Jordan on the front, so I grabbed it, and there you go. Nothing there. Jordan Upper Deck Encore from 1998 with Jeff Hornacek definitely coming to foul Jordan from behind. He will definitely get called for that because you couldn't touch Jordan, especially from behind. And then this card, I picked up 2 raw cards, non-Jordan. So here you go. So these are cards that I plan to get. I checked out the NBA heat map on the back. I'm going to take my chances, get the card graded, send it off to PSA. You guys will see it on a future grade reveal video. Maybe we'll do great, maybe we won't. I think I paid $7 for this card. It might have been $6, something very cheap. This is the 1998 Topps Kickstart insert with Tim Duncan, and this is his second year card. As you know, 97's his rookie, so this is the 98. Can't tell if that white fleck is a surface issue or if it's just something on the thing. The heat map actually checked out pretty damn well, so I didn't see any heat spots at all, so I figured let's give Mike Baker a run at it. And here you go. Here's another picture of the back where you can see that white fleck is no longer gone, but that might be edge wear at the top. I can't really tell. But all these cards, you get a video as well, so you can just like click the video and you really get to see the card and make a decision if this is a card that's going to be worth buying raw, grading, and flipping. I don't like the cloth gloves all over my paper edges, but hey, I can't help that. The card looked good. We'll give it a chance. We'll run up the flagpole, and then I'm way out of left field here. I picked up the Jay-Z, right? I picked up the Jay-Z base chrome. I looked at what PSA 8's were selling for, and then I think I picked this up for $39. If it comes back a PSA 8, it's a wash. If it comes back a 9 or a 10, I make money. If it comes back a 10, it's a home run. The card to me looked really well centered. Am I wrong? You guys look at that. That card looks perfectly centered of the great Jay-Z. The card looks good on the back. The heat map looked great. There's no yellow spots or anything. So I thought this card was worth running up the flagpole. Even the back centering, which they're a little bit more lenient on, looked good to me. So that's it. Back to the list. I picked up a couple big ones. I'm not going to go back through it again. But that's it. Sorry, big mail day, long mail day, 17 minutes. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you have any of these cards or what you think about any of these cards. Obviously, the Dame Lillard card is a huge step forward in my collection that I'm extremely excited about. I'm really, really having fun collecting Damian Lillard. Not because I think he's going to win a title, not because I think he's going to catch Kobe or Iverson or any of those guys. Well, he may be better than Iverson. Go look at the numbers. But just because that's who I like to collect. I'm not buying it as an investment piece. I'm not looking to move the card. I'm collecting Dame Lillard because I love collecting Dame Lillard to go along with the Jordan stuff. So let me guys know what you guys think. Hopefully you enjoyed this mail day number 76 and you're having a great weekend. Keep collecting, stay positive in the hobby, and peace.